also the son-in-law to new head coach Doc Rivers. So, Shannon, is it a good thing or a bad thing that Doc will be coaching his son-in-law?
I look at Doc. If he can coach your son, he damn sure can coach your son-in-law. As long as
I don't know. The son-in-law could be even more difficult in some ways.
No. As long as there's no nepotism going on, there's no favoritism.
I got it.
You'll be just fine. I think the problem that people have is that they thought he's showing favoritism towards his son.
Hey, I think a guy named Chris Paul thought that.
Yeah, yep. And so that rubbed a lot of people the wrong way. But if Seth can shoot the ball, Skip, and it gives them a spacer on the floor so you can't clog the lane and try to, double down. You double down on Embiid. He kicks it out to Seth Curry, who, as Jenny mentioned, has the second best three-point percentage in NBA history. History.
To Steve Kerr.
Yes.
Now the coach of the Golden State Warriors.
So I like it. I don't think it's going to be a problem, Skip. I really don't think it's going to be a problem. Like you said, hey, I understand that's my son-in-law, but I'm trying to win games. Because if you don't win games, son-in-law will be out the league and you'll be out the league.
But when baby girl calls and says, Daddy, why aren't you playing my guy a little more?
The check,
right?
hey, you Callie, the check still come. Does he still get played on the 1st and 15th? Okay, baby.
Okay. Look, I do not love this dynamic as far as father to son-in-law.
But Daryl Morey made the move.
Daryl Morey made the move, and I guarantee you Doc blessed the move because you kept saying the Mavericks should have beaten the Clippers in the first round. Am I right?
Yeah.
And obviously, I was rooting for the Clippers, and every time the ball left Seth Curry's hands, I said, that's good, because he can, speaking of cooking, like let Russ cook, Seth Curry can cook right there with his brother any day or any night. And in fact, in career three-point shooting, he's actually 4 spots above his brother at 44.3. And last year, he shot for the Dallas Mavericks 45% from 3. And Daryl Morey was giddy last night after they pulled this move off and said their whole draft night was geared to landing Seth Curry. It cost them Josh Richardson, who's a much better defender. That's what Dallas wanted, was a defender. But listen, Seth Curry, as Morey was raving about, when you add an elite shooter, he called him a gravity elite shooter. I don't know what the gravity means, but whatever that means, it's some analytical term. But an elite shooter added, it changes the dynamic, said Daryl Morey, for Joel and Ben.
Right.
Because all of a sudden, they've been at their best when they had one dead-eye shooter
J.J. Redick
that you could trust, that would just nail threes when they needed to be nailed and take the pressure off those two interacting in and around the post. Well, this is just what the doctor ordered, is Seth.
Right.
So what happened with Austin? Well, he had some of his best years for his father.
He did.
Was it nepotism? Was his father giving him too green of a light and playing him too many minutes? You could certainly argue, because the Clippers finally just came all apart. They unraveled around that dynamic.
Right.
But that last year in 2018 that Austin played for Doc, he had his best numbers ever. He averaged 15 a game. He shot 38% from 3. I think Seth will warm to the situation, because it's pretty cool to have Doc as that guy to start, as your coach to start with. But when you got a connection with,
what do you call him? You call him coach. You call him Doc. You call him Pop.
Pops. I don't know. But the point is, this will help make the Sixers more of a contender. Now, I'm a big fan of Joel plus Ben. You're not so much.
No.
But Morey said yesterday, we're going to try. The reports were all that, I don't think he said it. I think it got reported by Mark Stein. We are going to try this for a while, at least up to the trade deadline, to see how it blends. Well, they just got the catalyst for it in Seth Curry.
And I think the thing is, Skip, you said defense, but you got enough with Joel Embiid protecting the paint. Ben Simmons is a defender.
Hey, you don't think he can defend the highest level?
So you be willing to give up Josh Richardson and some defense to get more offense and get more space on the court.
Yep, I do agree. So in the end, I think this was the move of the night for a contending team.
Well, the move of the night was get rid of Al Horford. That was the move of the night.
And you know what? In reverse, it was a pretty special move, because it's hard to unload that much money, and he unloaded it. It cost him. It cost him some draft picks. But thanks to Sam Presti, and here they go again.
I mean, think about it. And Sam Presti got a first-round pick for Danny Green.
And I assume the Sixers want Danny Green? Is
another spacer?
Okay, I think so.
I mean, he's not the defender that he once was.
No.
But Skip, he still can space. He still can knock down some threes.
He will torment you with his hot cold.
Yes.
But again, would I want him on? Yeah, I'd want him on my team.
Because remember opening night, Skip, how many threes he hit opening night? He hit like 6 or 7 opening night.
He's highly capable.
And then he goes 6 or 7 games and he can't make one.
He's also capable of missing the one that would have won the Jimmy Butler game, right?
Yeah, and we supposed to have won in the Mamba jersey. That's what we supposed to have done.
Yep. So he cost you a Mamba jersey victory, and he took the shine off those jerseys. He jinxed.
Because they're supposed to have been undefeated. We supposed to, hey, and close those out, never wore them again. Hey, undefeated in the Mamba jersey. Now we got to wear them one more time to get that stink up off them. You know what? We might do that if we play you know who. We might put the Mambas on.
Opening night.
And might.
Put them on.
Might. Just might.
They're now tainted.
Did I taint it?
Yeah, they are.
Oh,
they lost their magic.
How big is that ring?
Well, when you're buying cubic zirconia, you could get one that's like 10 inches tall.
I mean, Jeannie said you need a welder's mask to look at that thing.
Really?
Yeah, so you got to put that mask on when they diamond so big and bright.
Really?
Yep, that's what Jeannie said. I don't know if it's true or not.
Well, all I know for sure is the Sixers, thanks to Daryl Morey, just became much more of a contender.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden, the heat is on Steph Curry to live up to his back-to-back MVPs this year with no Clay. And maybe baby brother is starting to say, well, wait a second, what about me?
Golden State should trade Steph to us, to Lakers.
Well, why would they do that?
Why not? I mean, doesn't he want to win championship?
Huh?
Can you imagine Steph and LeBron and AD?
Well, do you want it just to be completely rigged so that you can win again?
You ain't got no problem with it being rigged if the Brooklyn Nets get James Harden. You ain't got nothing about riggery.
Yeah, but you don't think that'd be rigged. You think that'd be a disaster.
But, hey, don't you think this would be a disaster with Steph and LeBron?
Nope, I do not think
Are you trying to trick him into something, Shannon? I don't know.
Hey.
Laughing over there.
I think that's what should happen.
Skip, stop bringing up the cubic zirconium ring. Like, you say that so much on the show. It's still a championship around here. We can't discredit it.
You a hater.
Hater. I want to remind you guys, did we witness the greatest catch in the history of football over the weekend? And why is Tom Brady now part of the story?
Yeah, why? Why is he?
Explain next. No mercy.